Hey, what's up? How you doing? Here we have twin brothers. Two digital audio tape recorders, Sony DTC-700. Good old series. And the sound is great. But I was maybe a little bit, biased because I'm using Hornitos for tonight. Hey, I don't know, maybe I was inspired with the music, who knows? Oh. Or maybe I'm inspired because this DAT is really working like a charm. There is only one thing, only one complaint with this DAT, and I'm gonna tell you that at the end of the video. But so far, everything that I tried to do with it, it's working just fine. What I mean, like, look at that. If I try to fast forward, and when I try to play, it's incredible how fast it would stop and start to play. Look at this. Bam! That's incredible. That speed is really something. So I like this DAT a lot. And this one is fully fixed, and I was testing it for 2 months because I was amazed how can this unit work this precisely. But yeah, the transport is totally different. With the newer device they would go with plastic parts. This one is still with the metal parts, so you know how it goes. Plastic versus metal. Metal wins in most of the times if we are using old vintage equipment. HiFi. And also Hornitos. I don't know. I know I'm reviewing a cassette deck, but since I'm not Mexican or Latin or something, I'm totally from the different kind of the world. I'm from Europe. That time I discovered a lot of different tequilas, and I like it a lot because tequilas reminds you of, to my schnapps, in my country we call it rakia. So it's kind of similar to vodka but with a different flavor, just as something that we would do in our country. We would use pears, we would use grapes, we would use plums, whatever you can use and make a good alcohol drink. So Hornitos, 5 stars. And DTC-700, I don't have 6 fingers but 6 stars. This a very old unit and it's working. I'm amazed. So that's why I decided to buy another one and to try to repair it another one, because this one is fixed and we can sell it to someone who can enjoy it in a full flavor. I mean, the front is kinda looking good. There are some scratches on the cover, as you would notice on the unit like this. There is one a noticeable dent here that you can cover with a black marker, black paint, whatever. But it's looking very good, and it works. It works, trust me, the best that you can find. So that's why I decided to make this video about it. But you know me, I always have to have at least 1, 2, maybe even 3. I don't know. I have one more. Let me check. For this video I decided to have 3. Yeah, it's hard to see in the year 2022 3 DTC-700 units. One perfectly fixed, one is in testing condition, I'm just testing it, and one needs to be fixed. But it's nice to see for the end of the video, you know how it goes, the back of the unit, what do we have there. And we have regular plated line in and line out RCA output and input. Of course the same goes for the digital, but because this is DTC-700 you have a coaxial and optical input and output for the digital, and unit was built, made in Japan, of course, made in Japan. It's a heavy unit, so yeah. good, very good looking unit, and very good, and the working condition, I mean, it's really perfect. So since I'm still here, let's see what else you can see on the front of it, because you don't have a remote control. I think you don't need it. We have a recording mode long and standard. Of course, if you're using standard, then the tape will be 60 minutes, tape will be 60 minutes. If you're using long mode, then the tape will be double the size, double the time. We have a timer, backlight, so you can see your tape spinning. Very precise peak meter. If you're recording from analog inputs, you can adjust your recording levels. Otherwise, if you're recording from a digital, optical or coaxial input, you can't adjust your recording level. This only works when you record analog inputs, and because this is an older series of the DAT, you also have like a, let's say, digits, so I can select track number 8 and press play, and the DAT will go from track number 5 to track number 8, I guess, and then it will start playing again, which was kind of neat, because most of the unit later would come as a basic unit without many buttons, less buttons. And since we are talking about the buttons, we have a counter, mode, absolute time, program time, remaining time, and the counter. Reset, of course, you can only reset the counter. We have automatic music search, rewind, fast forward, fader, in and out, regular transport, open, close, stop, play, recording, pause, rec, recording, mute, and this is an indexing part section. Plus we have a repeat, skip, play, and margin reset, which is very good to see, because most of the time this button would be on newer devices only on remote control, but this time we have it here. We can reset our margin, so that's a nice touch. And as I said, input coaxial, optical, that's for the digital analog, and the phone's output, which is nice to see. So yeah, this unit, if I remember, can be used also as a analog to digital converter. Right now I connected it with my radio, and then I can adjust an analog input here to go a little bit higher, and now you can see margin is flashing. We can use the margin reset button to reset it. Now the level is properly adjusted for recording, maybe not a little bit less would be better. Now we got it, I think so. Now if I have a tape that I would like to record, maybe I would record it in a long mode, which would mean 32 kilohertz, and I could record the input signal that right now we are listening to. And what we are listening right now is my online internet radio. You can hear more at www.deeplink.stream. Besides electronic music, DJ mixes, old jazzy, soulful house music, you'll find a little bit of soul, funk, and stuff like that. I'm also preparing a classical music channel, so it's for the relaxation, sleeping, and of course, if we are talking electronic music, then for the dance. Dance, baby. But on this tape we have Latin jazz. And yeah, this is finally tested. I don't need to do any more tests. I think it's ready to be sold for some. That new new owner will be very happy. Why? Because it will play all the tapes. Sony, Panasonic, Tascam, Fostex, you name it. And the recording is working just fine. I recorded many tapes on this device and it's, yeah, I like it. That's a bit. Take care.